Good morning, folks. Today we have Hockey Blast on the table, and we're going to be playing the Four Nations Cup. The teams were announced yesterday, so I thought I'd assemble them for Stratomatic and also for Hockey Blast. So I played a Stratomatic game last night, and Russia I put together just for a tour to play some exhibition games against each team before we started, and Sweden whomped on the Russians 5-1 last night. But for this, we're going to jump right in. We have Canada against Sweden. Binnington gets the call for Canada and Jacob Markstrom for Sweden. Let's see how this one goes down. From the face-off, we have 12. So that is going to be high face-off gets it, and we're going to get an unusual result. I'm not sure I'll use this. It's too hard to see the dice. So high face-off is going to get it. We have a 51 and a 49. It is going to go over to Canada. And we also have an unusual result. So we're going to check that out. It's going to be a 56. Oh, sorry. What am I doing? I'm going to roll the black die. Sorry, black and white die is an 11. And that is an odd goal. So right off the bat, we're getting something quirky going on. We're going to go to odd goal. We're just going to re-roll. And we got a 33. Odd goal, 33-03 shot. Karamzov defenseman skate and off the post into the net. Now, if it's 5 or less, it is a goal. 5 or less, it'll be a goal for Canada, an odd goal, and it is a 7. So nothing's going to happen, and we're just going to continue. So Canada has the puck. They're going to bring it out. We've got a 9. We're looking for momentum, and we have 1 hit here and 2 hits here. So Sweden is going to get the puck, and they're going to pick up momentum. They're going to bring it out. We've rolled a 5, and we've got a possible penalty coming up. So a penalty coming up, and we rolled a 9. So that is going to go to offensive player number 2. So Nylander is a 0.5, and you check Makar. They always adds up to 6. So it'd be 2 and 4, 3 and 3, 1 and 5, and whoever has them. If it's a tie, it's the person initially who gets it. And if the defender has more penalty minutes, he gets the penalty. So 2 against 4, we have a 0 against a 0.5. So William Nylander is going to the penalty box, and that's how we're going to start this hockey game. 2 minutes. It's going to be a power play opportunity for Canada. And I think I am going to double shift Canada's line. So they're going to keep these guys out there. This is their top offensive line. So I'm going to double shift them. And for Sweden, I am going to double shift them because we have 2 penalty killing stars. So here we go from the face-off on the power play. We rolled an 8. Man advantage team picks it up, and they get a face-off star. They do. So it's going to be a shot on net for Canada. And it's an 8. So it's going to be a 2-1-3. So Canada's getting the first shot on net. 2-1-3, and we have 2-4. We have 6 stars. Canada has a chance to score. They are in range for the shot, and Markstrom is going to come up with the save. And number 3 is, do they have 1 block on defense? They do. They're going to snag up the rebound, but we'll start again with Canada, and we'll just rotate these lines. Jesper Bratt will sit off. And here comes Canada on their second power play. Crosby, Marchand, and Reinhart. And we have a 5. We have another penalty coming up. This one is going to go to 8. That is 0-1. Offensive player number 1 is Reinhart. Is going to get the penalty. And so 1 against 5. Forsling is also 0.5. So this time Sam Reinhart is heading off to the penalty box. Nylander's penalty is over. And Sweden will be going on the power play. So 2 minutes, Canada. Very undisciplined start to a world international hockey game. We're going to have a face-off. Sweden is going to be going on the power play. And sitting off, we're going to put out Mark Stone. So the Swedes are going to be going on the power play. Take that off. And here we go from the face-off number 6. Shorthanded picks it up. Goes over to Canada. They've got the puck. We've got a 7. That's going to be a power play shot for Sweden. So Sweden's going to get their first shot on net. And it is a 9. So it is going to be a 4-2 choice. So Rasmus Andersson over to Nyquist. And we're going to let Joel Eriksson Ek take the shot. That's going to be 3. It's a 6-star shot for Sweden. It's a 4 that is in range. Take a look at Binnington. He's going to make the stop. The rebound's going to 6, which is 0-1. Move this around. William Karlsson's going to get the rebound. 4-star shot for him. It's an 11. This is going to be a Canada breakaway. So Canada, it's going to be a save, and they're going to come back the other way. Whenever you roll an 11, it's a breakaway going back the other way. Here comes Canada short-handed on the breakaway. A 5 is a 3-1 choice. So point over to Brandon Hagel. Taking the shot will be Shea Theodore. This will be a 2-star shot. And it's a 9. So save. Puck goes over to the other side. And we got to rotate the lines. And I think we're going to use a line skip for, at least we're going to use it for Sweden to get their big guns out. And for Canada, I think for Canada, we're going to, what's the difference here? Yeah, I think we will too. We might as well. We're going to use a line skip for both teams. Sweden has the puck. They bring it out. We've got a 5. We've got another possible penalty. Man, this is very undisciplined way to start. A 7. So the way I play penalties on 7s, I do coincidental minors. So I take the top penalty guy for each team. So we got 0.5, 0.5. So I'll use the decide or die. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be Connor McDavid picking up 2 minutes for Canada. And for Sweden, their top guy is one of these two. He would be 1, 2, 3. Dahlin would be 4, 5, 6. So Rasmus Dahlin is going off. So they each get 2 minutes. And we're going to be playing 4-on-4. So out of the penalty box will come Reinhart. Connor McDavid will go off. That is the end of the penalty. And we're going to rotate the lines. Brad Marchand, Jesper Bratt are going to go off. Here we go from the face-off. We have a 10. High face-off is going to win it. Crosby's a 58. So Canada's going to pick up the puck there. Going to bring it right back out. We have a 5. We have another penalty. You got to be kidding me. Another penalty coming up, and it's a 5, so it's going to be a D4 getting the penalty. So D4 is Karlsson, 4 against a 2. There's nothing here, so Karlsson is going to get the only penalty of this. And the Swedes are going, this has just been penalty after penalty to start this hockey game. And Canada is going on their second power play of the hockey game, and it's going to be a 4-on-3 situation. And we're going to leave Karlsson out. He's a 56 on faceoffs. And here we go from the draw. We got Point and Hagel for Canada. Number 8. It is going to be won by the man advantage team. Do they have a faceoff star? They do. It is going to be the 3rd shot on net for Canada. And it's a 7. We got to go to the secondary chart for the shot. Number 9 is going to be a 5-1-4. So it's going to be Sanheim passing it over to Hagel, over to Shea Theodore, and they're on the power play, so we'll bring that over here. Sanheim, Theodore is a 0. We got 2 here. It's a 4-star shot for Canada on the power play, and it's a 12, so it's going to be clearing attempt is kept into the blue line. Offense keeps the puck in power minutes. Roll same lines, no time advance. So Canada does get a shot on net. We got to stay in the same time section. So what I do for that is I just put down a slash and I keep going in the same time section. We're still 4-on-3. Here they come out. Number 9. Whatever team has the most triangles. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, Canada's going to get a shot on net. This is their 4th shot on net for Canada. There comes the shot. It's a 7. We got to go to the secondary chart, and it's a 5. So it's going to be a 5-2-4. So it's going to be Sanheim, Stone, Theodore, 5-2-4. Now, the way I play 4-on-4 is this wouldn't be used in the regular game. You're not supposed to use it. But 4-on-4, there's more ice. So in my mind, there's actually a better chance to score because there's more ice. So I throw this to the best guy. So I'll give it to Braden Point. And since it's 4-on-3, same type of rationale. So we have nothing, we have 2, we have 2. So it's a 4-star shot for Canada. And not in range. And it's going to be grabbed there. And they'll give it back to the power play team. We got to rotate the lines. That is the... Oh, no, that is the end of McDavid and Dahlin's penalty, so they will come out of the penalty box. And we'll have Raymond as the person not killing the penalty. And Canada has it. They're still on the power play. Second part of this one. We have an 8 looking for an ice blast, and we're looking for speed. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have, doesn't really matter for Sweden. The most they can have is 4. 5th shot on net for Canada. And it's an 8, so it's going to be a 2-1-3. So 2, 1, 3. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5-star shot for Canada. It's going to be in range on Markstrom, and he's not going to save it, folks. And Canada will get the scoring open here at the 7-minute mark. Canada at 7:35. It is going to be Sam Bennett with a power play goal from Seth Jarvis and Konechny. So Jarvis is kind of a surprise addition to the team. I've been scouting him since he was 14. He played in the Rink Academy in Winnipeg. And as a bantam, he was a high-end offensive player, great speed. And I kind of figure my take on him being on the team is I'm thinking they want to put McDavid and McKinnon together. And probably one of the guys that can skate with those two is Seth Jarvis. I don't know if that's the rationale, but that's just sort of my educated guess, but we all have theories. All right, so we're just going to rotate the lines in the defenseman. It is 1-0 Canada. Here comes the draw. It is a 5, so it is going to be going to the visitors. They're going to get a shot on net. They have momentum, and it's the big gun line. We've got a 5. It's going to be a 3-1 choice, so it's going to be McDavid over to McKinnon. He'll have to give it to Marner. So 2, this is a 6-star shot again for Canada. They're going to step right in. They're going to shoot. They're going to get it. But Markstrom's going to make the save. We're going to have a rebound. 7th shot for Canada. Rebound's going to 6, which is 0-1. So McKinnon's going to get the rebound. It'll be a 4-star shot for McKinnon. And it is a 12. So a big save by Markstrom. He will keep the puck, and we won't move the timer. We're just going to continue with where we are. Sweden's got it. We've got a 10. We're going to lose it over to a square. They do have a square. Puck goes over to the other side, and we have a 3. Well, whoever has the most amount of triangles is going to get a scoring chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Canada. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Sweden. But Canada has momentum, so they will get the shot on net. Here comes Canada again on Sweden. It is an in-star shot. And it's going to be saved by Markstrom. He's going to grab the rebound, and we're going to go on to the next player. Here comes Sweden with the puck. We have a 10. They're going to lose it over to the other side because Canada has a square. Canada brings it right back at 10. Sweden has a square. They're going to lose it back over. Next one is a 10. Canada has a square. Man, I'm rolling so unusually today. Canada picks it up, and we have a 6. So we're going to compare player number 2 against player number 4. So 4 is Anderson, 2 is Marchand. Does anybody have a hit symbol? They do not, so that will be a Canada turnover, and the puck will go over to the other side. We're moving on to the third line. Here comes Sweden right back out. We have a 2 possible fight going on, and we have a 2 for Canada in Hagel. And these cards are what I did when I made the cards. To proof them, I print them out and I go through them all. So that's why they don't look like the Hockey Blast cards. They're the originals. And I had to redo every person. I went through all the fight ratings of each individual player. So that's, initially I used the penalty minute ratings, and then I changed it to each individual fight. It did take a lot longer to do, much, much longer than normal, but I think it works out way better to get actual fight ratings. So there's going to be no fight, and we're just going to continue the face-off. Now, what I would usually do if I didn't have momentum already, I would roll the dice, and if Hagel would have got a 1-2, it tells me he was willing to drop the mitts and go after somebody, so I would give them momentum even though there's no fight because he was willing to go. But since Canada already has it, and he's the only one with a fight rating, I'm just going to keep it the way it is. So, no fight, so we're going to have a face-off. And we have a 6, so that is going to go to the visitors. They're going to bring the puck out again. And we have a 2, another possible fight. 0-0-0. We've got a 3 here, and we have a 3 here. So Lindholm is looking to square off against Sam Bennett. And we have a 2, so Lindholm was willing to go, but Bennett did not drop his gloves. So there's no fight. But this time the momentum will go over to Sweden, and Lindholm was willing to go. He's a 3, and we're just going to rotate the lines. From the face-off number 6, it's going to go over to the visitor. Canada picks it up. They bring it out. We have a 5. We have another penalty coming up, and this is a 6. This is going to go to D5. D5 is Ekholm, so he's a 0.5 against the 1, 0.5. It'll be Ekholm's penalty. That is the 3rd penalty of the hockey game. We've only played 13 minutes, and Sweden keeps taking penalty after penalty. Rotate the lines since we don't have any more double shifts left. And coming out to kill it, Jesper Bratt will be left off. So here we go from the face-off on the power play. This is a long first period. Number 11, man advantage team picks it up. Here comes Canada. They've got it. Number 8, Ice Blast. We're looking for speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is going to be a shot on net since the most the U.S. can have is 4. It is going to be a 7. Secondary shot. And it's a 3. So it's going to be a 5-3-2. It's going to be Morrissey over to Crosby to Marchand. So we have 2, 4. This is a 6-star shot for Canada. They're going to shoot and they're going to score. Top corner, Brad Marchand beats Jacob Markstrom. Canada takes a 2-0 lead on 2 power play goals. So Marchand picks that up. Time of the goal is 14:26 from Crosby and Morrissey. And Canada leads it 2-0. Change the lines. And Canada has momentum. Face-off number 4. High face-off picks it up. It's a 50, so it's going to go over to Sweden. Swedes bring it out. We've got a 9 looking for momentum. Puck will go back over to Canada. We have a 6. We've got player number 2 against player number 4. And the trait we're looking for is hit. Dahlin have it. Stone does not. So the puck will go over because he's got the hit quality. We're going to change the momentum over to Sweden. And Sweden picks the puck up. How much time? Actually, I'm going to do a line skip. Get the top lines out for each team. And we're going to roll. We've got an 11. 2 squares than defensive team. Yes, they do. So that will be a Sweden turnover. Puck goes over to the other side. Here comes Canada bringing it out. And we have our first lull of the period. And they will lose momentum. And 6. Face-off goes over to the visitors. Canada picks it up. Number 8, we're going to total the total number of, it's Ice Blast. So you check the total number of hits. 4 is for hits. Canada has nobody. Pretty passive line out here. And they have hits, so they're going to take it. And it's going to be a Canada turnover. And that is how we're going to end the period. So the score after the first period of play, Canada 2, Sweden nothing. Let's just check the stats out while we're here. We had 3 lulls. So the shots would be 1 for Canada, 2 for Sweden. And Canada would end up with 10 shots on net. And Sweden, they had 2. We added to the 2. They only had 4. So they got badly outplayed. Scoring chances, 1 for Canada, 1 for Sweden, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. Scoring chances, Canada over Sweden. We have Binnington in net for Canada. And we have Markstrom in net for Sweden. So Sweden has got to stay out of the penalty box. They dominated Russia in my Stratomatic game, so I was expecting a little bigger fight here. They just had bad rolls, a lot of unusual rolls with the penalties. Second period is going to start. We've got a 4 right off the draw, high face-off. That is going to go to McDavid, 51. And actually, I am just going to stop here for a sec. So they will, no, I'm just going to redo this because I'm going to reset the lines. Going to use a little bit of strategy here for Sweden. Zibanejad 49 against the 51. They're the home team, so they get to match lines. So I'm just going to switch Zibanejad and Pettersson so that they can win this face-off. And we got a 58. Nobody's going to beat Crosby, so we'll leave Zibanejad there. We're going to win that one, So, sorry, I'm just going to replay it. Usually when I play this, I'll set the lines for the visitors, and then I'll be the coach for the home team. And I will match up lines. And face-offs are so key in this game. So let's just restart that. And number 7, we're going to start off with a lull. Nothing happened here in the first 3 minutes of the game. We've got an 8 that's going to go to the home team. And we have a 2. We have a possible fight coming up, 0-0-0. And if we can roll a 2 for Forsberg, he's willing to go at it. We don't get the 2. I think I'm going to give it to them anyway because he was the only one willing to drop his mitts. And usually you go to the fight chart and you roll to see who gets in a punch. Maybe I should do that. No, we're just going to give it to him. At least he's willing to do it. So Sweden's going to grab momentum from the draw number 4. Again, that's a house rule, not a rule in the game. Face-off number 4, high face-off's going to pick it up. It's going to go over to Canada. Crosby's got it, and we've got another penalty coming up. Oh, my God, I can't stop rolling 5s. 6, D5 is going to be getting the penalty. It's Forsling, so 5 against the 1. It is going to be Forsling's penalty. Let's see how many minutes he's going to get. He rolls a 3, and it's a bench minor. Disregard player choice. Anybody can serve it. So we're going to keep him out there because he's got a PK star. Where were we on? Number 2 here. We're going to have Jesper Bratt serve out the bench minor. So a bench minor to Sweden. And Canada going on another power play. Oh, my God. I think we're going to double shift this line. And we're going to double shift Sweden. So these guys are going to stay out on the ice because we've got the 2 dots for Sweden, and this second line is pretty good for Canada. So momentum goes back over to Canada, and we go on the power play. It is their 4th power play opportunity. Number 5, shorthanded team's going to pick it up. Sweden's got it. Number 11, battle for possession. Power play stars against dots. So we know we have 2 dots here. And we have 2 dots for Canada, or 2 stars for Canada, so they'll win because they have momentum. And we have a 9, so we're looking at most triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that will count. 7, that will count. And they're not going to get 7, so it's going to be a shot on goal for Canada. And it's a 10, so it's going to be a 4, 1, 2. So 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4-star shot for Canada. And it's a 5. It's not going to be in range. And puck is going to go to Sweden, and they will ice it. And it'll go back to Canada to start out. One more left in this unit. Whoever has the most amount of triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and Canada's going to get another shot on net. Point, Hagel, and Stone are out there. It's a 10. It's going to be a 4, 1, 2. So a 4, 1, 2. It's going to be 2, 4. It's going to be a 6-star shot for Canada again. And it is in range. And possible spectacular save by Markstrom. He has 5 on his card. Pretty impressive card. He did have a good year last year. 4, goalie can't get it on it. He scores. Canada with their 3rd power play goal. Oh my God. Mark Stone is going to score this one. 6-22. I was not expecting a blowout. I thought this was going to be close and fun from Hagel and Theodore. And right now, Canada has jumped out to a 3-0 lead over Sweden. All 3 on the power play. What tells me if I was to play this again, I'd probably get an entirely different hockey game. And in a short tournament like this, you cannot take penalties. From the face-off, number 11, they're waved out. We're going to bring in new people. Number 9, it's going to be the home team, and they're going to get a shot on net. They get an immediate play. And it's a 5, so it's going to be a 3-1 choice. 3-1 choice. We're going to give it to Raymond. So 2, 3, 4-star shot for Sweden. Binnington's first time he's being tested. That is in range. He's going to stop it. Rebound is going to go to 6, which is 0-1. So it's going to go to Victor Arvidsson. It is going to be a 3-star shot for Arvidsson. He is in range on his rebound shot, and he scores. Sweden gets back in this hockey game. The 4th line, a rebound goal. Victor Arvidsson puts it in for Sweden. Time of the goal, 7:13 from Raymond and Lindholm. That is Elias Lindholm. Hampus did not make this hockey team. And it is now a 3-1 game as Sweden will get momentum. And we'll go to a face-off. So 3-1. Sweden gets back in this game. Kind of good to see. I was hoping this is going to be a close one. Oh, and right off the bat, we get a lull, so they'll lose their momentum. And any chance to really take advantage of it from the face-off, number 6, it's going to go to visitors. They bring it right back out. We got a 4. That is going to be odd man rush. We're looking for D5, have a block. He does have a block. So that will be a Canada turnover. Puck goes over to the other side. Here comes Sweden to bring it out. We've got a 3. So whoever has the most triangles is going to get a scoring shot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Canada. 1, 2, 3, just 3. So Canada is going to get the shot on net. This is their 3rd chance of the game. And it's a 10, so it's going to be a 4-1-2. So it's going to be Theodore. He passes over to Reinhart. Marchand's going to pull the trigger. He already has a goal. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-star shot. Here comes the shot. It is in range, and he is going to go top shelf. Brad Marchand is having a great hockey game, folks. His 2nd goal of the game. And at 12:36... Theodore and Reinhart will pick up assists. It is Canada 4 and Sweden 1. We're going to the face-off. just after Sweden gets back into this hockey game, Canada comes right back with a goal from the face-off. Number 8, it's going to go to the home team. And number 9, we're looking for momentum. Puck will go over to Canada. They already have momentum. And we have a 10. Do they have a defensive block? They do. This is going to be a breakaway situation for Sweden. Chance for them to take advantage. It is going to be an 8, so that's going to be a 2-1-3. 2-1-3. Breakaway, that's going to be 3-5. This is a 6-star shot for Sweden. They're in range. Binnington's going to make the save. And do they have a block on defense? They do. They will grab the rebound. So Canada has possession of the puck. We're late in the period, so we're going to use the line skip. And here comes Canada. They bring it out, number 3. Whoever has the most triangles. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're tied, but Canada has momentum. Oh my gosh, Canada's going to get that shot on net with a big gun line. It's a 7. It's an 11, so it'll be a 5-3-1. 5-3-1. So we have a 3. Oh, this is going to be a 6-star shot for sure. McKinnon and McDavid are hooking up. It is in range, and he's going to score. Markstrom does not have the 6 on the goalie card, and it is Nathan McKinnon making it 5-1 Canada. Big goal there at 14:46 from McDavid and Devon Toews. And Canada has made it a 5-1 hockey game. I'm going to change the lines. I was expecting a close game, folks. Was not expecting this. Mind you, wasn't expecting 4 penalties against Sweden. From the face-off, number 8, puck goes over to the home team. They're going to bring it out. We have a lull. Canada will lose their momentum. Face off at center ice, and we have a 5, so it's going to be another shot for Canada right off the draw. They're going to get an immediate play, and it is going to go to 7, so we got to re-roll in the secondary chart. Number 4, 5-2-3. So 5-2-3. We have 3, 4, 5-star shot for Canada, and they get the 4. It is in range. But Markstrom's going to make the save. The rebound, however, is coming out to 0-2. So the rebound is coming out to Brad Marchand. He's already had 2 goals. This is going to be a 3-star shot for Marchand. It is in range. And he's going to score. 4 on the rebounds. Markstrom is only 2 for rebound shots. Brad Marchand is going to put it in. Canada, their 6th goal. At 18-14, Brad Marchand from Crosby and Sanheim. And Canada leads it 6-1 over Sweden. Going to change the lines. And we're going to have a face-off. From the draw, number 7, that's going to be a lull. Let's just do the stats for the period. In this period, we had a ton of goals. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Canada. 1 for Sweden. 3, 6, 9, 10 lulls. That means 5 shots each. Canada had 11 shots on net on Markstrom. Sweden had 8 shots. Scoring chances, Canada 1. Sweden 1-2. So 1-2, 2-2. 2-3, 3-3, 4-3, 5-3 Canada with the shots on net. We're going to the 3rd period. It is 6-1. Canada leading Sweden. Here we go from the face-off. Final period, folks. 5. It's going to be a shot right off the bat for Canada. And number 10 is going to be a 4-1-2. So it's going to be Makar over to McKinnon, over to Mitch Marner for the shot. We have a 1, 4, 6-star shot for Canada. Just about every shot for Canada seems to be 6 stars. They're going to kick it away. Saved by Markstrom, but we're going to get a rebound. A 6 rebound is going to go to 0-1. So McKinnon's going to get the rebound. That'll make it a 4-star shot. You add 1 star for the rebound. Not in range. Save, face off. Good job, Jacob Markstrom. Keep this game semi-respectable. One of the face-off. Number 5 is going to be another shot for Canada right off the face-off. It's a 9. That is going to be a 4-2 choice. Pietrangelo over to Marchand. He's going to give it to Reinhart. So 4, 5, 6-star shot for Canada. They're going to shoot. It is in range. They're going to score again. This time Sam Reinhart with the 7th goal for Canada. He will put it in from Marchand and Pietrangelo. 1:14 into this 3rd period. Well, Marchand picks up his 3rd point of the game. He'll probably get a star. And Pietrangelo will get the other assist. And it is now 7-1 for Canada. Here we go from the face-off. I really wonder what this game would have been like if Sweden wouldn't have taken those penalties. We have a lull. So that will get rid of that. And we'll have a face-off. Number 6, it's going to go to the visitor. Canada's getting all the breaks. They seem to win every face-off. Number 10, puck's going over to the other side. Here comes Sweden right back. We have a 4. We are looking for an odd man rush. And does number 2 have a down arrow? And he does have a down arrow. So Sweden's going to get a shot on net. Nyquist, Carlson, Eriksson, Ek. It's going to be a 6. It's going to be a 3-2-1. So 3-2-1. It is going to be a 2, 3, 4, 5-star shot for Sweden. It is not in range. Puck goes over to the other side. And here comes Canada right back. Binnington playing well in his Canada debut in the Four Nations Cup. We've got an 8 looking for hits. We've got nothing here. 1 hit is all we've got. And Sweden doesn't have any hits. So it's going to be a shot on net for Canada. And because it's a hit, they're going to gain momentum. Here comes the shot. It's a 9, so it's going to be a 4-2 choice. 4-2 choice is going to go to Konechny. 3, 4, 5, 6-star shot for Canada again. They're going to shoot. Kicked away, but we're going to have to go to the spectacular save chart. Number 5, does he have 4 stars? He does. Markstrom makes a spectacular save to stop that. We got to rotate the lines. Momentum will go to Sweden for Markstrom making that great save. So from the draw, Sweden now has momentum. Number 6, puck goes over to the visitors. Canada's winning a lot of draws. Number 9, momentum. Puck goes back over to Sweden. Oh, and he's dropped the dice. Isn't that normal? Here comes Sweden right back out. And it's a 10. Does Canada have a square? They do. It's going to go back over to Canada. And a 5. We got another penalty coming up. And it is going to be an 8. It is 0-1. So offensive player number 1 against 5. This is going to go to McKinnon. So Canada is getting just their 2nd penalty of the hockey game. McKinnon's going to the box for tripping. 2 minutes. And Sweden's going to go on the power play. I am going to double shift both these players so Sweden can keep their top line out. And we'll keep this D pair out. Canada's got a good defensive pair, so we're going to double shift these guys and keep them out on the ice from the face-off. Number 8, home gets it. Does he have a star? They do. It's going to be a shot for Sweden right off the bat. A 7 means they're going to the secondary chart. Number 8, 2-1-5. So 2-1-5. Erik Karlsson's going to shoot. We got nothing. 2, 3, 4-star shot for Sweden. Not in range, and it's going to be a save and a face-off. So now we're going to have to rotate the lines. Marchand is not going to kill this penalty. We're going to go to a draw from the face-off. Number 2, shorthanded team wins the face-off. And we have an 11. So that is battle for possession. We're dots against stars. We have 1 dot here. and 1 power play star, so they will get the tiebreaker because they have momentum. Sweden's got the puck. Number 4, odd man rush. Number 4, does D4 have a block or a square? He does not. So it will be a shot on goal for Sweden, their 3rd one of the game, or the period. Number 8 is going to be a 2-1-3. So 2-1-3. It is going to be a 2. It is going to be a 6-star shot. It's in range, and they're going to score. Sweden is going to put it in. Binnington could not stop it. Sweden is now 1 for 2 on the power play. Their goal, 2nd of the game, a power play goal from Mika Zibanejad, is going to put it in. Time of the goal, 9:36 from Kempe and New Jersey Devils' Jesper Bratt. And we now have a 7-2 hockey game. We're going to change the lines. They will keep momentum. McKinnon's going to come off. And here we go from the face-off. We roll a 7. So right off the bat, as soon as Sweden gets momentum, they lose momentum. From the draw, face-off number 6, it's going to go back over to Canada. They're going to bring it out. Number 7, we're going to have another lull. We played 15 minutes in the 3rd period, 7-2 Canada. 3 power play goals is the story. We have another lull. We have 1 minute left to go in this hockey game, folks. We have a 10. Face-off is going to go to the high face-off guy. And we have a 56 here. It'll go to Carlson. They bring it out. Number 8, we're looking for stars. 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. And only 2, so that will be a Swedish turnover. That is the end of the 3rd period. Let's just do the stats and see what happens here. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 lulls. So 6 each in terms of shots on net. Sweden would have 9 shots in that period. Canada would have 10 shots in the period. Scoring chances, Canada 1, 2, 3, and Sweden 1. And goals, they each put in 1. So final score is 7-2. Canada had 31 shots, 21 for Sweden, 13 scoring chances for Canada, 5 for Sweden. Binnington was 3 for 5, stopping scoring chances. And Markstrom was 6 for 13, stopping scoring chances. The lulls add up to 15, 25, divided by 5 is 5. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Canada finishes 3 for 6. And Sweden finishes 1 for 5. So that is game 1 of the Four Nations Cup. I was expecting something a little bit tighter than this, but the big story, Canada, 3 power play goals right off the bat to get this game off to a quick lead. And it was 3-0 early in the 2nd period, and that was all she wrote. So that is Hockey Blast. That is the Four Nations Cup, and I'll talk to you guys later.